The film begins in a suburb of Berlin. Raizo, a ninja, defects from his clan. Since he has turned against them, the entire clan wants him dead. To answer the question, why did Raizo betray his clan? We must go back to the beginning of the story. Raizo belonged to a ninja clan called Ozunu. The clan abducts orphans or children without families, raising them through brutal methods to become cold-blooded assassins. They are taught that fear, weakness, love, and mercy have no place in a ninja's heart, especially a member of the Ozunu Clan. This was the doctrine instilled in them by the clan leader from a young age. The leader was teaching Raizo a lesson in balance, but he was extremely harsh, beating him until his feet bled profusely through the night. Just when Raizo was about to accept that emotions don't exist, he saw kindness in the actions of his fellow trainee, Kiriko. Kiriko noticed his wounds and, feeling sympathy, brought herbs to treat them, despite the clan's strict rule against helping others, since weakness had no place among them. She secretly tended to his injuries. As they grew older, Raizo saw Kiriko break one of the clan's rules one day. He rushed to her, warning that what she did was wrong, and that they must follow the laws, comparing it to letting plants grow untouched to maintain their perfect shape. But Kiriko told him she believed every plant had a heart, guiding its own path just like them. She hinted at their own situation, but Raizo insisted on following the clan's rules. Kiriko listened to her heart, hoping Raizo would feel the same. And he did, though he wasn't sure yet. Raizo advanced in the clan, surpassing his peers to the point where he could fight blindfolded and still defeat them effortlessly. Everything was going well for him, until the day that changed his life forever. One day, Kiriko defeated a fellow trainee in combat. The instructor, determined to teach her a lesson, handed her a sharp weapon and ordered her to wound him, so his defeat would remain a lifelong disgrace. Kiriko couldn't bring herself to do it. She dropped the weapon. Enraged, the instructor grabbed the blade and slashed her shoulder, then punished her by locking her in solitary confinement without food or water. Raizo helped her by giving her water, but he warned that she must obey orders and follow the clan's laws. But Kiriko had already made up her mind to escape. She began crafting the tools she would need for her plan. Raizo warned her that if she was caught, the punishment would be death. But she took his hands, placed them on her heart, and said, "I know my path. Even if I die, I will die following my heart." She then invited him to escape with her, but he refused. Respecting his decision, she didn't pressure him. Kiriko put on the climbing grips she had worked on for so long, preparing to scale the towering wall that surrounded the clan, a barrier designed to prevent anyone from escaping. Unfortunately, the clan leader discovered her plan. He sent a group to capture her, and once she was caught, he decided to make an example of her. Kiriko was executed in front of the entire clan. Raizo watched helplessly, unable to do anything. Days passed until the clan leader assigned Raizo his first solo assassination. He ordered him to kill a wealthy man and bring back the golden watch he wore. Raizo carried out the mission, but it was far more difficult than he had anticipated, especially since the man was massive in size. Still, in the end, he managed to kill him, retrieve the golden watch, and return to the clan leader. Upon presenting it, the leader told him, "Keep it, so you will always remember that you are a true Ozunu ninja." Raizo thanked him, but the leader revealed that there was one final test. He had a pass to prove his loyalty. A girl who had trained alongside Kiriko was brought before him, and the leader ordered Raizo to kill her, accusing her of being a traitor. At that moment, Raizo made his decision. He would defect from the clan. He struck the clan leader, injuring his left eye. However, he was quickly surrounded by the overwhelming number of clan members. As they closed in, he fell from the rooftop they were standing on, but he landed in the water below. From that moment on, Raizo became a fugitive, hunted by his own clan, while also hunting them in return, disrupting their operations. He kept the golden watch as a constant reminder of what he had done. Elsewhere, Mika worked in forensic investigations. She noticed something suspicious and brought it to her supervisor's attention. She observed that a series of assassinations were executed in the exact same manner, using identical weapons. Moreover, the payment for each job remained unchanged. Through witness statements, she discovered that an organization was charging 100,000 pounds of gold per assassination. Regardless of time or circumstances, the fee had remained the same. She even found identical cases dating back 10 years. Mika did everything she could to convince her boss that the ninja were still operating. He began to believe her, but that changed nothing. Without concrete evidence, they had no way to prove it. While having lunch with her supervisor, he tells her about a journalist who had investigated this very subject but vanished some time ago. Mika heads to the journalist's home, where she meets his wife. The woman informs her that he is dead. Mika asks about the report he was working on, but the wife claims she doesn't know the details. However, she does recall that after working on the report, he began acting strangely. He installed numerous lights around the house, added multiple locks to the doors, set up surveillance cameras, and behaved in an unusual manner. Mika asks about the cause of his death. The wife responds, "One night, he heard a strange noise in the yard. He went outside to check. Then the power went out. When I returned home, I found him dead." She then mentions that she found some evidence that might be useful to Mika. Among the evidence were ancient manuscripts and videotapes containing recordings from the surveillance cameras, set up in the homes of assassination victims. Mika starts watching the tapes. She sees someone attempting to stop one of the assassinations, but she doesn't realize that it's Raizo. Feeling uneasy, Mika returns home, only to find that the power has gone out. Suddenly, an intruder appears, attempting to kill her. But before he can, another figure intervenes. Both are ninjas. Mika stands frozen, watching the intense battle between them. One ninja is trying to kill her, while the other is fighting to protect her. In the end, Raizo overpowers his opponent and saves her. He tries to speak to her, but she can barely make out his face. He tells her, "You have to trust me. More will come after this. The ninja clan will not let you live, because you started digging into them." Once Mika earns Raizo's trust, he insists that they leave immediately. They flee her apartment and search for a new place to hide. Raizo tells her they need to change their clothes. He then burns certain herbs, creating a smoke meant to eliminate their scent, as his clan can track people by smell. Mika asks, "Like dogs?" He replies, "No, like wolves." Mika calls her supervisor, informing him that the ninja clans are real and that she is with one of them. Her supervisor asks to meet her, and she agrees, unaware that she is walking into a trap. Upon arrival, she realizes that intelligence agents had lured her in. They capture Raizo, but instead of taking him to their official headquarters, they transport him to a secret safe house. Mika assures Raizo that she had no idea about the setup. He responds, "I know, but listen, the clan won't stop here. You need to leave immediately." Mika tries to warn the intelligence agents, telling them that the Ozunu Clan is coming for them, but they ignore her, confident in their preparations. Suddenly, the lights go out. The Ozunu Clan has arrived. With the power cut, the ninjas gain the upper hand. They are masters of fighting in the dark. The clan launches an attack, slaughtering most of the intelligence agents. Then, they move toward their primary target, Raizo. Raizo tells Mika, "Run, I'll handle them." Then, he launches into battle against his former clan. At first, he overpowers them, his skill unmatched. But as wave after wave of assassins attack, their sheer numbers overwhelm him. Wounded and exhausted, he makes a break for the streets, but they continue their relentless pursuit. Just as he's about to be killed, Mika arrives at the last second and saves him. They steal a car and speed away. Mika takes Raizo to a safe house, driving through winding routes. To prevent the clan from tracking his scent, to further mask him, she lights a cigarette, letting the smoke erase any lingering traces. While Raizo sleeps, Mika sits beside him, whispering to herself, "I don't know what to do. This is bigger than me. I'm just a forensic investigator." She steps out of the room, heading downstairs. But in her absence, The Ozunu Clan finds Raizo. They storm the safe house and abduct him. When Mika returns, she finds him gone. Panicked, she calls the police. By the time they arrive, she's waiting alone. She tells them the clan took Raizo to their headquarters, but she had implanted a tracking device inside him. Meanwhile, the clan leader gathers his followers and delivers his usual verdict for traitors: death. But just before they execute Raizo, they discover the tracker. It's too late. At that very moment, police forces raid the compound, armed with heavy weapons. They fire blinding flash rounds, neutralizing the ninjas' advantage in the dark. The police begin slaughtering them like ants. Mika finds Raizo and frees him. He looks at her and smirks. "Took you long enough." She grins. "You know me." With the battlefield now set, Raizo faces off against the remaining clan members, taking them down one by one. At last, only the clan leader remains. He reveals that he had planned for Raizo to succeed him, to become the next leader of the Ozunu. "But you betrayed us. You turned your back on your own family." Raizo doesn't hesitate. In their final battle, he kills the clan leader. The film ends with Raizo standing alone. Lost in thought, he remembers Kiriko, how she once asked him to escape with her. He refused. Now he realizes he will spend the rest of his life regretting that choice. If you love movies and movie recaps, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for more. Hit like if you enjoyed the video and share your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.